Welcome back to the Premier League countdown video. This is the series where I talk about all the 20 teams from the Premier League up until the Premier League starts. I record 2 videos a day pretty much, so you'll be seeing this on a Monday. You'll be seeing this, you'll be seeing this video on a Friday, I think. And I recorded this video on a Tuesday, same as the Chelsea one. Make sure to leave a like if you are new and subscribe if you are new. And if you have already subscribed, please share the video everywhere. Today we're talking about Crystal Palace. Check out all the other videos I've made on this series as well. And Crystal Palace, as I said on my West Ham Fans Premier League roundup, Palace are it's a bit chaotic because it feels like every player is linked away. I don't know who they've signed. I'm pretty sure they've signed someone though. I have no idea who they've signed. But Big Roy Hodgson is back permanently for another season. It almost feels like they are going backwards, but Roy Hodgson did do a good job after the shit show in the end that was Patrick Vieira. I think Vieira is a good manager, but I do think that he had a weird obsession with Jordan Ayew and for some reason didn't play Ebere Eze. And Roy Hodgson likes Ayew, but he also likes Eze, and Eze came into form when Hodgson came back, and he just let them play. If Hodgson just lets people play it again, and they keep Michael Elise, Crystal Palace should be fine. But, for example, they've been linked to Demarai Gray. I don't know how strong the links are, don't know how reliable the links are. Let's say, because Wilfried Zaha's gone to Galatasaray, Demarai Gray comes in. Demarai Gray's a decent player, but he's not as good as Wilfried Zaha, and he's not as good as Michael Elise. If you lose both of them, you might be a bit in trouble. Because a front three of like Jordan Ayew and Mateta and Edouard and Demarai Gray doesn't scream goals, does it? I think Palace might start off in a relegation battle, but I do think they'll pick it up because of the experience that they have. Someone who's as underrated as a good serve and a good servant, such as a Joel Ward in the side that plays right back, probably past playing in the Premier League on a regular basis. Him and Nathaniel Klein can't be their right backs, but they probably will be. Joel Ward, the people like Nathaniel Klein, people like Jordan Ayew even, and the other experienced players that they have in their side, the Gaitas, Sam Johnstons, they will get them out of this again. They have a great atmosphere at their stadium. Their stadium's a proper football stadium where it's nice and compact and closed down. It reminds me of a bit of Upton Park without the big pole in front of whoever's sitting behind there. And there was no Sainsbury's at Upton Park. But, from what I remember. And his Palace's problem was goals up front. Now, you had goals in midfield in Gallagher a couple seasons ago, and then when Eze came in, you had goals there. Obviously, Wilfried Zaha, big game player, great servant to not only Palace, but to the Premier League. Great to watch, a great player that used to frustrate opposition fans, opposition right-backs, etc. And it's so gutting for them that they've lost a club legend to Galatasaray. But they've got to move on, because they can't run through him. They can't just run their whole play through him. They can't just rely on Ebere Eze this time, or Michael Elise. I don't think Michael Elise will leave. I don't think anyone's going to pay the release clause, even though they should, because it's 35 million. Michael Elise is amazing. Maybe not in terms of goals, but he can strike a ball, he can curl in a ball, he can assist, he can trivela. He doesn't even need a right foot, but he can use his right foot. It's not just for standing on. And I generally think Crystal Palace will be fine, because I do think there'll be 3 worse teams, and the Premier League predictions will come in a couple of weeks. But they're going to have to get a move on in the transfer window, because I've seen Gerhi linked away again. I've seen Joachim Anderson linked away again. There was a rumour that he was not part of the pre-season tour. Let me know if that's true. Liverpool are genuinely interested in Czech Decore, but they're probably going to push for the Lavia deal, probably more than Decore. They probably do need like 2 midfielders. No, maybe one midfielder maybe two wingers and at least a striker. I don't know who their left back competition is, but in centre back competition, they've got Chris Richards. Is James Tompkins still there? Well, that would be funny if James Tompkins was still at Crystal Palace. But despite Steve Parish saving the club in the end after Simon Jordan nearly killed the fucking club, is Steve Parish like a David Golden Sullivan where you save the club, but then you don't actually invest or put a proper structure into the club? Is Steve Parish like that? Because he comes across as a man who loves the club, a fan of the club. But come on, you got to invest a bit more. And are they getting enough revenue in? Is it FFP? Can someone please tell me? Someone tell me. Because I am very confused on why he has not invested more into his club. This club needs investing. You need more. You did well when Patrick Vieira needed 10 players after 10 players left. He did very well there. But they needed a big transfer window this season. I don't know who they've signed. I generally do not know who they've signed at all. But they've got a lot of good players, like Tyrick Mitchell, Mark Gurhey, Joaquin Anderson, Czech Decore, Elise Eze. Elise hasn't left yet. I don't think he will leave. Will Hughes is even a good player. I like Will Hughes. You've got two good goalkeepers. Probably Sam Johnson should be the number one now. But it needs just three more players. And then you could be comfortably mid-table, 12th or 13th again, which is where Palace usually finish around most seasons. But still, if you want to be a bit more ambitious and try and get a Conference League spot, you're going to have to invest more into the squad. And that's just my opinion. I think Roy Hodgson will do fine with Palace if they just let him play. He's a man who probably just should have retired, but at the same time, he's keeping Palace up. But it doesn't feel like they're going in any sort of ambitious direction. They're just there kind of thing. And that's not, I'm not even trying to be rude about Crystal Palace, but that's how it feels like from a neutral. That will be it for the Crystal Palace video, guys. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And social medias are in the description if you want to follow me in the email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.